Good morning, everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about Bosals and macates. I got some stuff over here that'll be turning and digging around in. I got lots of examples. All the macates here I made, uh, and I've been playing around with different cores, and I'm working on a 12-strand braid on a cord right now. So there's a big purple mess over here that I've only got about a foot and a half of it done, so it looks like a mess right now. Hopefully it'll turn out a lot better. So this is my Colt Bosal. It's kind of one of my favorites. I really like the feel and the weight of it. It's got just a heel knot on it, and it does have a wedge in it. Uh, if you guys are thinking about getting into using Bosals, I really suggest you get one with a wedge in it. It makes putting your tying your mecate on a lot easier. Uh, this is one of my new ones that I picked up at a tax sale. It doesn't have a wedge in it. It's also leather, and it's quite a bit bigger than my other one. Match them up there. It's maybe want to use that for maybe a bigger headed colt. And then I have my finer one. It's got tape on it because I left it in the barn. I broke the golden rule of rawhide. Never leave your rawhide in the barn. The squirrels will find it and they will chew on it. And they always chew on it in a really bad spot. With all your Bosals, you want to have a block. And I'll show you how to tie that on here in a second. This mecate is a 8-strand on a core with Turk's head. When you tie your Turk's head, you always want to make sure that all your strands come out the top, and then you can see the core in there. This is actually my get down. I think it's 11 and a half feet. Started out as mecate, and I realized about halfway through that I measured wrong. So when you go to tie your mecate, you got your left side of your hanger and your right side of your hanger. You want to start working on it from the left side. You take your knot, and you put it through and have it sit down right, with my fingers, right like that. I'm about a knuckle and a half. And then you work, that'd be counterclockwise. You make 2 wraps. I like 2 wraps. Some people have to do more or less depending on how your horse fits your Bosal. And then as I finish my second wrap, I'll take that mecate and pull it like that. And usually I would have this the right length, but with this being short, we'll pretend it's right. You want to make sure that you don't have any kinks like that in your mecate, because that really screws stuff up. So just take your working side, this side, follow it around, and you take it and just twist it whichever way it takes the kink out. You want it to be nice like that. And then you want to make sure that's pushed down so don't have too much in between your knot and your first wrap there. Then you're going to take and do a half hitch and pull it over your whole head stall and pull it tight. And then, if you can see, it's not super tight, so you can just pull all your strands. You don't want to cinch it down there, but you don't want to have to pick up a rein and pull one side of it, because your horse will not appreciate it. So that's what you're going to look like when you're all set and done. One of the things that I've started doing with my macates is I take my core and I double it, and then I start braiding right here. This color is really hard to see, but and then I just braid over top of it like that. It's pretty sturdy. It's not going to come out of there. Really ream on it. It's not going anywhere. Adds a lot of life to my macate end. I just talked about life in my macate, or feel. This red and gray one that I got here, that I can find the end of, is just an 8 strand. It's not on a core. It's one of the first ones I built, so it's not perfect. And I was gonna do that for my popper until I realized it's too big. Kind of looks like a Honda. Get stuff caught in there. But I really didn't like the feel of them. This one's kind of like a limp noodle, and this one's got a little more feel to it. Take my purple mess here. This is my 12 strand. This is not only the first 12 strand I've done, it's the first time I braided it so the colors were all on one side. You can see there. I doubled the core, and it ends clear down here. So it's got quite a bit of weight on the end of it. You can see it's not even less limper than the other one. We'll talk about blocking our Bosals. You want to make sure that you don't block them crooked. I hope you guys can see that. You can see this one kind of goes like this, and it's pretty straight on this end. It has hung for a little while off the block, so it's a little funky right now. This one I just picked up, so it's never been on a block. It's kind of weird at the top, so I'll probably put my block more towards the top so we can get this more where it's supposed to be. With my block, it's got a little spot there. Don't mind all the teeth marks when you put rawhide butter on your, or saddle soap on your Bosals, your dog really likes it. Luckily there was nothing attached to this. So I'll take the groove there and put it right there. You can see how it fits in there. Like I said, you want to make sure it's straight. And then for this one, I have the groove up here. You can, if it's not as big as this one, take the groove and put it down here like that. See how it fits in there? But I really want to get this shaped right now. So you put it like that and take your string and I'm going to wrap this one kind of snug because I would like it to take a little bit of a shape here. And then what I do is I'll take the end of my string there and I'm just going to tie a little knot right there. Something easy that won't slip, but it also won't pull too tight. Make sure it's straight. You don't want funky Bosals. That's relatively straight. So it'll kind of look like this. And then I've seen people hang them upside down like this. With how I'm shaping this one, I think that's what I'll do, just so this doesn't pop out or anything. My next one will be my weird one. This one will probably take a little bit of rawhide butter to help it take some shape. I'll keep this brown one blocked up for this first time. I'll keep it blocked up for a week, maybe less than a week, and then I'll undo it and adjust it as long as it hasn't worked itself loose or worked itself crooked. So that's it for today's video. Hope everyone's doing great, and as I said in my last video, thank you guys so much for all the feedback and all the comments and all the shares. It's really great to see that stuff, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.